50,000 unique visitors per month to my website, all for free. Back in 2011, that's what my website was attracting organically. That means I didn't have to pay a dime for that traffic and all the leads. It was very good, and I was building my business until suddenly Google changed something with the algorithm. The algorithm are the computer programs that determines what content ranks high in the search engine results and feeds. My traffic dropped significantly, and that affected business, of course. As you probably know by now, traffic and leads are the lifeblood of any business, all businesses. So no traffic equals to no money. So I learned at the moment in time that 100% dependency on organic traffic is a form of gambling. It's a kind of hope strategy. You know how I feel about depending on hope as a strategy. It creates a vulnerability that a smart business empire cannot afford to have in a world where success loves speed more than ever before. So today, you will discover how to create and build your business empire with attraction on demand. This is like printing money. Lesson number 6, pay-per-click advertising, aka PPC. You would think that this should be self-explanatory, right? PPC means you pay a little fee for every visitor that clicks your ad and gets redirected to your online website or web property. Prerequisite: you want to make sure that you watch lessons 1 through 5 in order to get the most value of this lesson. Just so you know, here's a big one in here. Remember that story I shared with you in lesson number 2 from back in 2009 when I lost $700 within 5 minutes? That was PPC. The first solution to not losing that kind of money is what I shared with you in lesson number 2. That was list building. Your primary goal when you set up PPC advertising on Google, Facebook, or any platform is to build your list. I explained to you that every email subscription added to your list should be creating a monthly residual income of $1 or more, depending on the quality of your sales funnel and your monetization skills. Therefore, even if you are spending $5 per email lead, that you should be able to create perpetual profit for you for your life after the 5th month. Over and over is pure profit. The goal is to build your list, and list building is the single most profitable activity in a smart business empire. So, is $5 per lead expensive or cheap? That depends on your business model and the average lead value of your business, the ALV. What is ALV? Over a 1-year period, if you generate a revenue of $100,000 from generating 10,000 email leads, that means that the ALV of your business is $10. I came up with that number by simply dividing the revenue by the number of leads. $100,000 divided by 10,000 email leads equals to $10 per lead. Okay. Therefore, spending an average of $5 per lead and making $10 per lead is pretty much doubling my money. Okay. But what if I can share a few tips in this lesson to help you triple that money, starting from the actual PPC campaign setup? That's what this lesson is about. There are a few things you will understand to help you put a lot of odds in your favor with the cost of each lead right from the gate. It starts from understanding how an ad campaign is set up on the networks such as Facebook and Google. I want you to note, henceforth in our lessons, please note that ad is a short for advertising. I will sometimes use it to describe the actual ad copy that you see on your Facebook feeds, Google, YouTube, the actual creative, okay, or the widgets. The first concept I want to share with you is that you should structure the priority of your ad spend with respect to the depth of the relationship with the audience. Let me explain that a little further. Remember the KLT scale, the know, like, and trust. It indicates the depth levels 1, 2, and 3 of your relationship with the prospect in your audience. You can also look at it as cold, warm, and hot prospects. A hot prospect is much more likely to do business with or buy from you. As a start, 80% of your campaign budget should be set up to get cold traffic from your target audience to know you. With this audience, you know that these folks are very likely interested in what you have to offer, but they don't know you as a person or a brand yet. How do you know that they're very likely interested in what you have to offer? That's very simple. They are already following similar products, brands, personality, influencers on Facebook, YouTube, and other large online networks. For example, Facebook is able to track your interest every time you click like, or follow on your favorite TV shows, books, music, and gurus. So they turn around and sell ad spots to people like you and I based on expressed interest. The good news is that Facebook and YouTube allow us to test target audience just like this. Pretty sweet, right? So the first step is to get them to know you by offering them a valuable piece of content in exchange for their email contact information. This is how we're building our list. You're essentially pouring the audience into your inverted pyramid, which represents your KLT scale. This could also be an audience of prospects who have consumed your organic content in recent times but have not actually advanced through the trust level. That's called remarketing or retargeting. The cold traffic are at the very top of the KLT pyramid. The deeper they go into the pyramid, the deeper your relationship gets with this prospect. Also, the more you should prioritize allocation of marketing budget to get them to go deeper. It is important for you to note at this point that 80-20 rule applies here. That means 20% of your total audience will be responsible for 80% of your income and revenue. A lot of amateurs that set up ads to pour cold traffic into the pyramid, and that's it. They just set up ads and just pour cold traffic. You will leave lots of money on the table by doing just that. Depth matters a lot, okay? Depth matters. Think about that single mother who was about to buy your product but had to attend to the baby that just crawled into the room with dirty diapers. If you don't have a depth-focused ad campaign to remind such folks, you will miss out on sales. But also, every good thing requires balance and modesty. I would also set up such retargeting campaign to be shown to such prospects for a limited time only. If they are not advancing to the next level within a period of time, that should indicate lack of interest. Yes, prospects can advance deeper through the funnel by themselves, but you can create more revenue by allocating more revenue and more budget and resources towards persuading them to go deeper with depth focused ad campaigns. So the idea here is to set up your PPC campaign to attract your audience in both width and depth. In width means to continue to pour new audience traffic, cold traffic into the pyramid. In depth means to set up ads that will advance desiring yeses of prospect through the depth of the KLT pyramid until they buy or indicate no somehow. Okay, there are two ways prospect will say no. Number one, a set time can expire. Okay. Number two, they can also opt out of the sales funnel or seeing our marketing message. They can opt out anytime from any of the platform. Either way, no hard feelings. In fact, after getting a few people to say yes, the ad network can actually go out and find up to 2 million similar prospects who have similar interests. That's called similar audience on Google AdWords and lookalike audience on Facebook Ad Manager. All prospect that says no to advancing to the trust through your trust level by taking our free offer in exchange for they will never see. If they say no at any point, they will never see our campaign anymore, and that's okay. We may, however, set up a separate campaign to persuade them a little more to take the offer, but only for a limited time. The key here is to prioritize your resources and budget towards those that continue to say yes. This whole process is called segmenting, and you can look over my shoulder as I set mine up and refine them inside of Empire Traffic Academy. It's actually very simple. On Facebook and Google advertising platform, there are 3 levels of campaign setup that make this easy. Number 1, the campaign level. This is where you determine the objective of the campaign and how we want to pay for it. For example, we set up a campaign that offers our free book to the marketplace for free. That's the objective, and the purpose is downloads in exchange for email subscription. We're building our list simultaneously because that's the primary objective of cold traffic for us. A different campaign may target people that have downloaded but have not secured a free phone consulting. The objective is booking consulting. Your objective is up to you and can also can be tested. You can test different types of objectives for as low as $5 per day. Number 2, audience level. This is the number 2 in the campaign structure. Audience level. This is the level in the setup where you tell the ad network who you want the ads exposed to based on their interest, location, age, gender, income level, and much more. Are these folks new to your brand or not? That's a question that you can actually answer with these settings. Are they inside your KLT pyramid scale already or not? If they are, what level are they on? No, like, or trust? Existing buyers, maybe? For example, if you don't want folks under the age of 27 seeing your ad, this is where you indicate that. You can include or you can exclude segment as you want at this level settings. This is also where you tell the setup where exactly to place the ad, the placement. Do you want it on Instagram, on the sidebar in Facebook, in the newsfeed, or as a video pre-roll in the search network, etc. On Facebook Ads Manager, it is called Ad Set. On Google AdWords, this audience level is called the ad group. The campaign level can have more than one ad set or ad group set up in it. The objective is the same, but you can be testing multiple audience targets at the same time. The goal is to keep and scale the winners and kill the losers. Number 3, ad creative level. This is the level where you indicate what you want the ad creative or copy to look like. Is it an image or video ad? Does it have long text or short text description? This is what people actually see on the ad networks when they're on their feed and things like that, while they are browsing on the feeds, and as results when they search. The audience level can have more than one ad creative setup in it. The ad creatives would be targeting the same audience, but you can be testing multiple ad creative at the same time to see which one is attracting the most responses in the form of clicks. Okay, the goal as usual is to keep and scale the winners and kill the losers. Let me share 7 benefits of setting up your on-demand marketing campaign like this online. Number 1, it's on demand. You can play and pause as you desire in real time. It's truly like printing money. Okay. Number 2, everything is measurable down to the dots. You can tell the ad networks the objective of each target and to measure how many times the objectives are met. Okay. Number 3, it's scalable. If something is working as you set up multiple audience targets and ad creatives for as low as $5 per target, you can duplicate whatever is profitable per your setup tracking, keep and scale the winners and kill the losers. Number 4, it allows you to build your business with respect to the authentic relationship that you're building in the marketplace by giving widely and deeply. Does that make sense? Widely and deeply. Number 5, this attraction marketing setup creates total domination with respect to resources and budget management. Number 6, once you know this skill set, it's applicable on any ad network with only slight detectable variables or variations, as you want to call it. For example, audience targeting is called Ad Set on Facebook Ad Manager, but it's called ad groups on Google AdWords. It's the same thing. Okay. Number 7, it allows you to build a smart business empire with precise predictability. With everything I've shared with you over the last 6 lessons, you're very much equipped to win massively in the digital age, especially with the opportunity to be able to look over my shoulder inside Empire Traffic Academy on demand. But there's one more thing I have to share with you. The number one and probably the only legitimate source of passive and residual income in any business. I've actually hinted it a few times in this course, but it's that important that I have to emphasize it in a whole lesson by itself. So think about how awesome the course has been so far. What if the next lesson is what will put it over the top for you, what will put the potential results on steroids for you? You can't afford to miss the next lesson. In the meanwhile, I want you to go ahead and take the risk-free 14 days trial of the Empire Traffic Academy if you haven't. By taking the trial, you will also help us give $1 donation to Education of Kids in Africa via callafrica.com. Click the link or button below to take the trial. If you know anyone that will benefit from these lessons, help us share the link with them. They will appreciate for life. They appreciate you for life. You can also simply click the share button on this page to share it on your social media wall. Thanks in advance.